Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'm here with Rachel London, a biologist with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and manager of the branch of delisting and foreign species. Thanks for being here with us, Rachel.
Thank you, Matt. Happy to be here.
So this December marks the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Endangered Species Act, and May 19th is Endangered Species Day. With all the recent focus and interest of farmers on monarch butterflies in the warranted but precluded decision, can you speak to the difference between a threatened listing and an endangered listing?
Sure. Those two terms do have different definition and meaning under the Endangered Species Act, and it can be a little bit confusing. So when we speak about an endangered species, we're referring to a species that's in danger of extinction throughout its entire range or a significant portion of its range. And we're talking about in danger of extinction now, currently. And when a species is defined as endangered, there's another section of the Act, Section 9, and there are certain prohibitions that apply to species that are endangered. Threatened is a slightly different term, and it doesn't mean just less endangered. A lot of people make that assumption. It actually means that a species is not currently in danger of extinction, but it is likely to become endangered within the foreseeable future. And the difference in management of threatened species is that we can then also issue a rule called a 4D rule, and that's referring to another section of the Endangered Species Act that allows us to incentivize proactive conservation efforts and streamlines Endangered Species Act compliance. It's a great tool for conservation.
Great. Farmers play an important and crucial role in getting species delisted. Can you speak to some other examples of success stories of the Endangered Species Act, especially related to the delisting of pollinators or other insects?
Sure. I have a great example of another butterfly, Fender's blue butterfly. This butterfly was once thought to be extinct. It hadn't been seen in decades. It was rediscovered and then listed as endangered in 1989. So this is a small butterfly with a 1-inch wingspan. It's endemic to native upland prairies of the Willamette Valley in Oregon. And what really drove its status as endangered was the threat from habitat loss from agricultural and urban development. So prior to 1850, there were over 270,000 hectares of native prairie habitat. And by the year 2000, only 400 remained. So clearly, habitat is really critical for this species. As we studied the species, we understood that mowing and prescribed fire are really important tools that can help to restore habitat and create a new available habitat for the butterfly. And we entered into a large number of private partnerships with private landowners and others, including farmers, who have helped to restore habitat, and we see the butterfly expanding into new areas. And as this has happened, we were actually able in January of this year to downlist the status of the butterfly from endangered to threatened as we see it recovering. So we're making really good progress thanks to the efforts of farmers and other private landowners. This is relevant to monarch as well. A lot of folks who have milkweed on their property or have the potential to create that habitat for monarch have an opportunity to help contribute to recovery of monarch butterfly.
Well, that's great. So we understand that a listing decision is forthcoming for the monarch butterfly. When is that decision expected?
Sure. I can give a little bit brief background. So back in December of 2020, we announced that listing the monarch butterfly as endangered or threatened under the ESA was warranted but precluded by higher priority actions. Since then, we do have a settlement agreement for publishing a proposed rule by September 30th, 2024. And at that time, we'll be opening a public comment period. So we'll be asking for more information from all of the public and species experts that will help us to inform a final decision at a later date.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for your time, Rachel, and we appreciate your insights, and we'll look forward to that decision. Thanks again. Have a great day.
Thank you.